This video introduces learning objectives 5 through 10. They are: Number 5. Understand the importance of witnesses' motivations, perceptions, and barriers. Number 6. Understand the most effective methods for interviewing people with disabilities. Number 7. Assess the reliability of eyewitness identification. Number 8. Discuss witness intimidation and what can be done to effectively deal with it. Number 9. Explain the psychological dynamics that cause some people to confess. Number 10. Identify the principal reasons why false confessions occur. Witnesses are not all the same. Each brings unique motivations, perceptions, and challenges to an interview. Understanding these differences helps investigators adapt their approach. The first type is the cooperative witness. These individuals are usually honest and eager to help. They want to share what they know, and often provide the foundation for the case. However, even their testimony can be influenced by factors such as age, memory, physical characteristics, or emotions. For this reason, it is often best to interview cooperative witnesses first, then compare their accounts with later statements. The second type is the uncooperative witness. Some people simply do not want to share information, regardless of what they know. Others may be reluctant or suspicious, holding back details until they feel reassured. In these cases, building rapport and demonstrating good intentions are key steps in earning trust. The third category involves special barriers. Language differences can limit communication and may go unnoticed at first. On the other hand, some witnesses may be excessively talkative, sharing so much information that their reliability and motives must be carefully examined. Every witness is different. By recognizing these categories, cooperative, uncooperative, reluctant, and those with barriers, investigators can adjust their strategy, overcome obstacles, and gather accurate, useful information. When interviewing people with disabilities, law enforcement officers must adapt their approach to ensure clear communication and gather accurate information. 5 common groups include individuals who are visually impaired, hearing impaired, mobility impaired, speech impaired, or those with cognitive disabilities. Your text covers these in detail and provides excellent suggestions. Please read carefully. By adapting to each person's needs, officers can ensure respect, build trust, and gather the most accurate information possible. Competency refers to a witness's ability to testify in court. Investigators must consider factors like age, intelligence, mental state, personal relationships, and background. These elements can influence whether a witness's testimony is admissible. Eyewitness testimony is heavily relied upon in investigations and trials, but research shows it is one of the most unreliable forms of evidence. Misidentifications by eyewitnesses contribute to more wrongful convictions than almost any other factor. Human perception is not perfect. Memory is selective and reconstructive, not a precise recording of events. Even witnesses with strong memories may unintentionally fill in gaps to create a coherent story, which can introduce errors. Several factors affect the accuracy of eyewitness identifications, including how significant the event was, duration of observation, environmental conditions, psychological and physical state of the witness, familiarity with people from different races or ethnic groups, expectations and assumptions. Understanding both competency and the limits of eyewitness memory helps investigators weigh testimony carefully, ensuring the evidence collected is as reliable as possible. Witness intimidation, historically linked to organized crime and domestic violence, now affects investigations into drug crimes, gang violence, and other offenses. Intimidation can take many forms. Some include threats, gestures, or actual violence, property damage or harassment, targeting witnesses' family members, sending notes, making calls, or loitering outside homes. By understanding intimidation tactics and taking proactive measures, investigators can safeguard witnesses and ensure justice is served. It's human nature to talk. Studies suggest that around 80% of people would confess if they committed a crime. But not everyone confesses for the same reason. The first group includes those who are guilty. These individuals often feel a psychological need to get it off their chest. Confessing can provide a sense of relief, reduce guilt, or even help them regain some control over a stressful situation. The second group is more surprising. People who are not guilty may also confess. These individuals might act under pressure, stress, or a psychological urge to admit something, even when they didn't commit the crime. Understanding why people confess, whether guilty or innocent, is critical for investigators. It helps ensure that confessions are interpreted correctly and that justice is served. A false confession occurs when someone admits guilt for a crime they didn't commit. Research has identified three main types: voluntary, coerced compliant, and coerced internalized. Voluntary false confessions happen when people admit guilt without any pressure. Coerced compliant confessions occur when innocent suspects confess to gain short-term benefits, like being left alone or released, despite knowing they are innocent. Coerced internalized confessions happen when vulnerable individuals actually come to believe they committed the crime, sometimes forming false memories. To prevent false confessions, investigators should use experienced interview specialists, receive mandatory training on high-risk populations like juveniles or the mentally impaired, review policies in agencies with a history of false confessions, conclude interviews by confirming the confession was voluntary and free from coercion or influence. By understanding the types and risks of false confessions, law enforcement can protect innocent people and uphold justice. Have a wonderful day.